Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on the 4:30 movie starring Justin Long. It's a teen comedy, although Justin Long is not a teen. And it's made by Kevin Smith. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 14. Sorry, 15. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, this is a lot of nostalgia bait if you're an 80s kid, as I was. It says from Kevin Smith, writer and director of Clerks, blah, 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 blah. And it seems not to tie into his universe, but it might because it takes place in the 80s, in 1986. Has a lot of cameos. Dietrich Bader, Jason Biggs, Rosario Dawson, Rachel Dratch, Ken Jeong, Jason Lee, Logic, Justin Long, Jason Mewes, Kate McCucci, Adam Pauly, Sam Richardson. So I think they're all mostly cameos. There's Dante there. And it looks okay. There's like parody movies in it. It looks like it has a plot. Like a real plot. It centers around a love story about a dude who wants to ask out a girl and he finally asks her out to the movies. Written and directed by Kevin Smith. There it is. So, yeah, this looks pretty good. I think this is what Kevin needed to do. I think he needed to get away from the Clerks universe. While at the same time, he's using the actors. They can play different people. Now, it's a lot of nostalgia bait. A lot of member berries here. Especially if you're in the 80s. But it's a coming of age teen drama or teen comedy. With dudes talking about movies. It could get a little movie heavy, but I think that works for the genre. As Jason Lee, as probably one of the dads at this point. So, I like it because Kevin's sort of given up the ghost and not shown up as Silent Bob. You've got a younger cast who are the main characters. I mean, like, people can make cameos as other characters. Who cares? It looks funny. I like the music. I like the 80s music. Will it be funny to other people? Maybe. I mean, I think it follows the pattern of 80s movies, which is it's a coming-of-age comedy about a guy trying to pursue a girl. He loves her, and will he get to take her to the 4:30 movie? It seems to be like they get banned from the movie, and that's an issue. They get banned from the theater. Plus, the nostalgia isn't going to hurt it. Justin Long seems to play somebody much younger. He can kind of do that because he's kind of a small guy. So, yeah, I don't think Kevin tying his movies into every other movie at this point would help it. It's better that, he's got some famous people now in his crew. He could just throw them in as other characters. They're older now. Main characters, especially in a movie like this, should be younger. They kind of have to be, unless the movie's about aging or, there are exceptions, plenty. But in the kind of movies that Kevin's gonna do, typically, he tends to lean into horror and comedy. So you tend to want a younger cast, or you want comedians. And I haven't seen him work with a lot of comedians. I'm trying to think of even one. I mean, George Carlin, right? He was in one of the movies. I don't think you can count Jason Mewes or Bruce Willis, but Tracy Morgan in that movie with Bruce Willis. So this looks fun. It looks fun. It looks, total popcorn movie. Looks like a summer movie. Not sure when this is coming out. Should come out in the summer, but that's also a lot of competition. So maybe you could drop this late summer, early September. It still kind of feels like summer. Um, it's a little late to do an '80s movie. Probably should have dropped this 20 years ago. Would have probably be a bigger hit. But I think it could work. I want it to work. I'll say that. I mean, Kevin's a Jersey guy. This, as much as I can't stand what he did to He-Man, um, I'm kind of rooting for him. Maybe he'll have a hit movie here. Let's see. Yeah, not a huge write up here. Let's check out the IMDb. Okay. It also looks relatable. Some of Kevin's movies kind of go off the rails with relatability. A group of teens in the '80s spend the day theater hopping. Okay. So, when real life sucks, real, REEL, life rules. So, it's probably going to be very heavy into the movie thing, but he's got some parody movie stuff in it. So, I like that kind of stuff. It's fun. It probably won't hit as hard as it would have, say, even 20 years ago, but for me, it'll work. Like, I'm the audience for this movie, so I'm a bit biased. First act, it's probably going to be set up just like a coming of age movie. First act, you got your protagonist here. He desperately wants to get with this girl, and for various reasons, they made out in the pool once, and then something, I don't know, he got cold feet. He didn't ask her out. Now he's finally screwed up the courage to ask her out, and he does. So now he's got a date with her. But his friends, I guess, go theater hopping, and they're always at the movies. So they get in there, and one of his friends gets into an argument with some kid, and they get thrown out of the movies. They get banned. And that's a problem because now he's got a date. So now he's got to meet her for the movies and hope he can get inside without being seen by the manager or whatever. So they sneak into an R-rated movie, but I guess they're underage. And then the girl's mother runs into them and basically causes a big embarrassing scene. They get thrown out. The girl's like, "I'll show her. I'll go out and get pregnant." And he's like, "Well, whatever you need to do." So it's kind of fun, kind of funny. What's the ending? I think he gets the girl. Hopefully, I don't want to see some weird ending. I want to see a happy ending. He gets the girl, and that's the end of the movie. Some more shenanigans, and then he gets the girl. We'll see what happens. This is a bit of a departure for him in some respects, in that I think he's getting away from the Clerks universe, which I think he needs to do. And it seems like he can't. I'm gonna say this, but I'm not 100% sure. It seems like you can't screw this up. If you just follow the formula of an '80s teen comedy, it'll be fun. People will like it. It ain't Shakespeare, but it'll be good. So I got my fingers crossed. I hope he follows that, goes back to a traditional formula that works. And when I say formula, some people balk at that. They go, "Oh, formula. I don't want formula. Formula is bad." No. In screenwriting, format is a formula, usually for success. Unless you're like operating at some other level. Like unless you're Orson Welles. You're not going to be pulling off these grandiose designs that you don't follow the format or the formula. And with a teen comedy movie or coming of age movie, there is absolutely no reason not to follow the formula. None. Okay? It's not that kind of movie. If you're doing an art house movie, that's a little different. You might try something crazy and weird, but for a movie like this, you don't want to do that. You're not going to impress anybody by trying some sort of weird ending. So, fingers crossed that he sticks to the landing. And that's it for me, Tony D. And little Joan. She's asleep. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back with more videos this week. I will be... Where am I going? I'm going to the Shivo Library in Strathmere, New Jersey on Thursday at 6 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Then I'll be at the River Road Clam House on Friday all day from 10 to 6. We're going to try this. It should be fun. It's a piney place where you can get seafood. So at the very least, come on down, get yourself some good seafood, and maybe I'll sign a book for you. That's it. We'll see you in the next one.